Imagine, just for a second, what it'd be like if you had a literal superpower hidden right inside you. I'm talking about the ability to actually read minds. What if you could know exactly what someone's thinking, predict what they're going to say next, and instantly spot a lie all before they even open their mouth? Sounds like something straight out of a comic book, right? Well, honestly, it's a lot closer to reality than you might think.
Let's actually test this out right now. I want you to think of a country that starts with the letter D. You got it? Okay. Now, take the second letter of that country and think of an animal that begins with that letter. Take a second. You just thought of Denmark and an elephant, didn't you? If I nailed it, don't freak out. You're not under some magic spell, and I definitely don't have a crystal ball. You just fell for a highly predictable psychological pattern. And what this brilliantly illustrates is that real mind reading, it isn't about magic at all. It's entirely about human psychology.
So let's dive right into this. Welcome to today's Explainer, where we're decoding the mind. We're going to explore these 7 psychological keys to reading literally anyone. These are the exact cheat codes that FBI profilers, mentalists, and master negotiators use to decode human behavior in an instant. By the time we wrap up here, you'll know exactly how to spot a liar, gauge secret interest, and decode hidden thoughts. Oh, and you'll absolutely want to stick around to the end, because trick number 7 is a total game changer. It's this elite interrogation hack that pretty much forces the truth out of anyone. Trust me, you don't want to miss it.
To get there, here's our roadmap for today. First, we'll cover why mind reading is actually psychology. Second, we'll focus on decoding the face. Third, we'll look at the honest body. And finally, we'll hit that ultimate truth test.
So, kicking things off with Section 1, mind reading is psychology, it's science, not magic.
Moving right along to Section 2, decoding the face. We'll be looking at the eyes, smiles, lips, and head. This brings us to our first trick, which I like to call the game of eyes. See, your eyes act like this biological whiteboard, literally broadcasting your thoughts in real time. If you ask someone a question and you see their eyes move up and to the left, they're accessing their memory. They're trying to recall actual facts, which generally means they're telling the truth. But if their eyes shift up and to the right, yeah, watch out, they are accessing the creative, imaginative part of their brain. They're literally constructing a scenario, or to put it bluntly, they're cooking up a lie. Oh, and if their eyes are darting rapidly back and forth, their brain is going into overdrive, trying to sustain a fake reality. Okay, so the eyes give away facts, but what about emotions? Well, take a look at this number, 7 to 8 seconds. This right here is the ultimate benchmark for authenticity. Scientific studies have tracked thousands of people and uncovered a honestly shocking statistic. Nearly 90% of the smiles you see every single day are completely fake. It's mostly just us politely pretending to enjoy small talk, right? People smile to blend in, to be polite, or sometimes even to hide aggression. So how on earth do we filter out that 90%?
Use that 7-second rule. Check out the difference here. A genuine, authentic smile naturally hangs around for about 7 to 8 seconds. A fake smile, on the other hand, is quick, it's transactional, and it usually just vanishes after 4 to 5 seconds. But the biggest mechanical giveaway? It actually isn't the mouth at all. It's the eyes again. When someone gives you a genuine smile, their cheek muscles push upward, and that forces the skin right around their eyes to wrinkle and shrink. If their mouth is smiling but their eyes are perfectly static and dead, well, congratulations, you're looking at a counterfeit 100% fake smile.
Moving slightly further down the face, let's talk about the lips. As humans, we actually involuntarily manipulate our mouths when we're under stress. If someone pulls their lips really tightly inward, like they're essentially trying to hide them, they are subconsciously trying to seal their lips to keep the truth from spilling out. It's a huge indicator of guilt or nervousness. Now, if they're biting or chewing their lips while you're talking, they probably aren't paying attention to you at all. Their mind is actively battling some internal problem. And if they keep touching or covering their mouth while answering a question, that is a textbook psychological indicator that they are actively withholding information or just straight up lying to you.
Before we wrap up the face, we definitely have to look at how the head moves. Just look at the sheer contrast between these two really common actions. If you're explaining something to someone and they're just rapidly nodding, it's super easy to think they agree with you. But psychologically speaking, fast nodding usually just screams impatience. It basically translates to, please hurry up and finish talking, I have somewhere else to be. On the flip side, if they give you this slight, slow head tilt paired with really smooth forehead skin, completely unlike those deep wrinkles you get from stress, that is the ultimate sign of empathy, high interest, and psychological alignment. They are truly respecting your words.
All right, moving down the body to Section 3, the honest body, specifically hands and feet.
Think about it like this. Your hands don't just hold objects, they hold intentions. Notice the two main postures we've got here.
Closed body language, like having tightly folded arms or constantly rubbing your palms together, it acts as this defensive wall. It means the person is nervous, uncomfortable, or just entirely uninterested in the interaction. But look over at the other side. When someone is speaking to you with open palms and natural, relaxed gestures, it's a completely welcoming signal. They're subconsciously broadcasting a ton of trust, comfort, and a genuine deep interest in engaging with you. Now, I really want you to let this quote sink in for a second. Our subconscious mind forgets to control our lower body. It's so true. When people try to control their body language to hide a lie or fake an emotion, they focus almost 100% of their mental energy right on their face. They entirely forget about what's going on from the waist down, and because of that, our lower body is left incredibly unguarded. And that leads us to quite possibly the most honest part of the human anatomy, which is the feet. The feet literally do not lie. Seriously, in your very next conversation, I want you to just casually glance down at the other person's feet. If their shoes are pointing directly at you, great, they are fully engaged. But if their torso is facing you, yet their feet are tilted away, like maybe they're subtly pointing toward the door, their brain has completely checked out and their feet are silently begging to escape that conversation. Which brings us to the big one. Section 4, the ultimate truth test. This is the 2-minute interrogation hack. Okay, so we've mapped the eyes, the smile, the hands, and the feet. Now, we're going to combine everything into the ultimate high-pressure behavioral test used by actual elite interrogators. This is exactly how you shatter a liar's confidence in under 2 minutes. Here is the exact 3-step sequence. First, when you suspect someone is hiding something, you ask them a really direct, specific question. Second, you wait for them to finish their initial answer. And then, step 3. The very moment they stop speaking, you do not say a single word. You take a deliberate, absolute pause. You maintain steady eye contact, and you just look at them. So let's analytically break down what happens next. Human psychology proves that silence creates this massive internal pressure, and that leads to one of 3 distinct reactions. First, the liar's response. They're going to panic. They'll start babbling, over-explaining, and aggressively trying to fill that awkward silence with extra, totally unneeded details. They are actively constructing a cover-up right in front of you. Second, the honest response. An innocent person just remains calm. They speak at a normal pace, or they might even just look at you and ask, why are you looking at me like that? And finally, the stutter. If they begin to stammer, if they repeat your initial question back to you, or look around nervously to buy some time, well, the lie has officially collapsed. They just fractured under the pressure. Silence is a mirror. I absolutely love this concept. The uncomfortable void of silence is just so incredibly powerful because it strips away all of the distractions. It literally forces a person to look at their own reflection, and ultimately, it reveals their true intentions to you. So use this silence wisely. Human psychology truly is a superpower, and now you've got the blueprint to read the room like an absolute pro. So here's my final provocative question for you. Which of these 7 tricks are you going to take out into the real world and try in your very next conversation? Are you going to check their feet? Are you going to look for those dead eyes and a fake smile? Or are you going to deploy the silent mirror? If this explainer helped you unlock a whole new way of seeing the world, don't keep these superpowers all to yourself. Share this with your friends, hit that subscribe button for more structured deep dives into human psychology, and get out there and start decoding the mind. Thanks so much for learning with me today, and I'll catch you in the next one.